If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. He got 99 problems and another one. So it looks like Jay-Z now has 100 problems to deal with. The hip-hop world and greater news world has been shocked by the bombshell revelation that Jay-Z is now being sued for, well, joining one of Diddy's parties and going all in on the old grape word. And look, my normal sarcasm and dry humor aside, I don't want to underplay this because obviously this is a very serious, horrific allegation. So let's dive into this and talk about it. Rappers Jay-Z and Sean Baby Oil Combs have been accused in a civil lawsuit of raping a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. The lawsuit, which was originally filed in October and refiled Sunday in New York, right, Jay-Z's home state, to add Jay-Z to the list of defendants. Yeah, so originally in October, this was filed going after Diddy. And it also named Celebrity A being involved in this case, but now it's been refiled to include and go after Jay-Z. The accuser in Sunday's legal filing, who was identified as only Jane Doe, said that in 2000, when she was 13, a friend dropped her off at the VMAs at Radio City Music Hall in Manhattan. Why are you getting dropped off there at 13? She approached limousine drivers outside the venue to try to gain access to the show, according to legal action. One driver told her that he was employed by Mr. Combs and that she fit what Diddy was looking for, says the lawsuit.
Okay, we are cooked.
Later that evening, the chauffeur drove her to a party at a White House, according to legal action. So we're not even getting like a location, just White House so far. Jane Doe says when she arrived at the party, she was asked to sign a document, which she believes was a non-disclosure agreement, says the lawsuit. Well, again, like this sort of logic and being forced to sign NDAs and stuff, that does line up with previous cases and what's going on with Diddy right now. The legal action says she recognized many celebrities at the party and observed widespread drug use, including cocaine. Okay, drug use at celebrity parties. A waitress offered her a drink that made her feel woozy. She's 13, so she went into a room to lie down, according to the lawsuit. Why are you doing this on your own at 13? These just do not seem like good decisions. But no, I'm not going to fall into that trap of victim blaming because obviously we don't know anything about the situation. But it just seems like this is not good all around. Soon afterwards, legal action says Mr. Combs and Mr. Carter entered the room with a female celebrity, described as Celebrity B. Why is it Celebrity B? Are they trying to suggest B for... No, we won't go there. Plaintiff immediately recognized all three celebrities, says the lawsuit. So we have another person involved in this situation, yet we only refiled to Diddy and Jay-Z. I wonder if they're going to bring the third person into this too. The legal action says Mr. Combs approached her with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "You are ready to party. What in my nightmares is happening?" Mr. Carter held her down and graped her before Mr. Combs did the same, all while Celebrity B watched, according to the lawsuit. Jane Doe fought back during the assault, and when Mr. Combs backed away in surprise, she escaped, the legal action says. The lawsuit, which seeks unspecified damages, says the plaintiff still suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder and depression as a result of the alleged situation. Wow. That is heavy. Let's see what Jay-Z has to say in response to this. So this is from the official Rock Nation Instagram account. I mean, Jay-Z wasted absolutely no time in responding to this. There was no silence. There was no lengthy calculations of how to move on this. No, it was just respond quickly and respond efficiently. So this is what he said. "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt. Called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby." I love how he puts lawyer in quotations. "What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations that the public scrutiny would make me want to settle." Now, one thing I will say about Tony Busby, right? He's the one who had that press conference who said he's got over 120 different people who have cases that he's filing against Diddy, and that there's a number of other celebrities, and this is going to be a big bombshell in terms of following the breadcrumbs and following the trail from Diddy. So I guess Jay-Z is the next person that he was alluding to within all that. So that's Tony Busby's background with this whole situation. "No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny." Is he quoting his own lyrics now? "You shall repent for you spend a red cent. If not you, somebody of close descent." That's squeezed first. But anyways, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?" I mean, I think that's a smart retort and response from Jay-Z. Why is this a civil case then? Right? If he's going to paint this as a money grab and this is blackmail, then that does follow the logic of why would you pursue civil action? Why not come after me and really pursue criminal charges? Because yes, this is an absolutely heinous crime. I mean, this is, wow. Yet again, these alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Buzbee, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine? Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I still have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. And yeah, that's true, because his daughter was just in the Mufasa movie, and now Jay-Z has just appeared on the red carpet with Beyonce, who's also in that movie, and with their daughter, so he's got to be alluding to her, obviously, because she's now involved in the press and involved in this celebrity lifestyle. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You gotta remember, Jay-Z's a rapper. He's firing shots. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. Jay-Z, you're in your 50s. I wouldn't say you're a young man anymore, homie. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. Fake physics? Did he mean to say psychics? And that was a mistype? Fake physics. That's just an interesting word choice there. But anyways, I look forward to showing you just how different I am. I love how that final sentence just sits on its own paragraph, right? And I just feel like a simple statement. You don't even put an exclamation mark at the end. Like, you just put a period in terms of that punctuation, just to like add that little degree of sort of seriousness. Like, that's a threat right there on the bottom line. I'm coming back for you. But yeah, obviously Jay-Z is not trying to sweep this under the rug, right? He's not going to stay quiet about this. He is going 10 toes down. He is getting out in front of this quickly, and he is getting out in front of this very aggressively, which, given the nature of the allegations and how serious and horrible that is, like, this feels like the right and logical route for him to take in this situation. Because if it's not true, you want to get out in front of this. You don't want this defamation running around. You don't want people running off with conspiracy theories of all this. And actually, since then, Jay-Z has now filed to move the date forward, to expedite this trial, to get on with proceedings and to get on with it. So he really seems like, yeah, he's ready to take this on, and he's just going to be completely public, completely open about it, and that's how his camp is going to deal with the situation. Now, since Jay-Z's very public response to this, Tony Busby has also fired back publicly. Hitting back at the rapper's claim that the lawsuit filed by the attorney and his client was a blackmail attempt, Busby wrote on X, "My firm sent Jay-Z a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him." So he's trying to show that this isn't just a money grab, a cash grab to extort Jay-Z. He alleged that the individual was solely seeking a confidential mediation, as reported by Page 6. Busby continued, "Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me in this plaintiff." Okay, well, that lines up with what Tony Busby said in the past, because he talked about that a celebrity was coming after him. So now we can connect these dots. We can guess that that celebrity was Jay-Z. I guess that they sent this request for mediation, and Jay-Z's response was to get out in front of it and to start suing Tony. He alleged that the rapper previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. The attorney further stated that the lawsuit had an opposite impact and claimed that it had emboldened her resolve. Wow, Cat Williams was not kidding. 2024 has really been a wild year and a year of truth. Now look, I know the internet is already running away with this. There's people defending Jay-Z. You've got examples of like Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder coming out saying that they wouldn't be surprised if Diddy set this up and Diddy wanted a distraction. So now he's paying for this to happen, and ironically for the spotlight to be twisted onto Jay-Z. You've got Slim Thug bashing fans for going after Jay-Z. You've got a number of celebrities coming out. And on the other side of things, you've got one of the greatest internet trolls in the world, and 50 Cent saying, is the Super Bowl still going to go on without Jay-Z? And just, yeah, loving every moment of this situation, given his past beef, how to rob Jay-Z. And yeah, he definitely is not losing sleep at night over it. And like I said, Jay, for his part, he's gotten out in front of it. He appeared on the red carpet at Mufasa, so he's not afraid to show himself in public. He's ready to move proceedings forward, and he's ready to double down on this situation and call Tony's bluff as Jay-Z sees it. And look, right now, we don't know anything. Given the allegations that we've just read, there's no evidence yet, right? Until this goes to court, until we hear from witnesses, until we hear what they have and what they're going to levy as evidence and as proof of this situation against Jay-Z, it's still innocent until proven guilty. And look, I get it. With the Diddy situation, with their affiliations, with how close they are, there's a lot of people that are going to look at that and go, well, how did Jay-Z not know about this? How did Jay-Z not know about these Diddy parties? How did Jay-Z not know about some of the things that Diddy was doing? He would have at least heard rumors. The amount of time that he spent with Diddy, them both being celebrities from NYC, in hip hop, moving in similar circles within the music industry, you could see how a lot of people are just going to look at that affiliation and go, is there smoke without fire here? And from Tony's side, he's not exactly being painted as a reliable lawyer as well. He's currently getting sued by a former client for, taking his money, charging him a loan on it, like extorting him. There's also the physical abuse allegations that he chipped the woman's tooth. So he's facing his own legal troubles and his own controversy at this moment in time. I think it comes down to, right now, obviously, as social media continues to weigh in, it's which side do you currently believe? But as always, in these high-level court cases and these high-level situations, wait until more information comes out before passing judgment, especially the gravity of a case like this. Because if it's true, that man deserves to go to jail for a very, very long time. That's inexcusable, right? There's no way to justify that or to even ever get past that. Like, that's, as a father myself of twin daughters, I can't imagine what that father was feeling. And where is that response, by the way? Because apparently she told her father about it. So I'd be interested to see what he tried to do in response to that. And if there's, further evidence of that situation, if he even tried to take it to the police at that time. Again, let's see what happens. Let's see where this situation goes. And if it's not true, then shame on Tony for, basically trying to exploit this situation, for trying to blackmail Jay-Z, because again, that's just an awful crime to accuse someone of doing. But I don't know. Look, I was going to do a reaction today, but I just felt like this situation it's a big deal. Really, Jay-Z is someone who's had a huge influence on the culture. I'm a fan of Jay-Z. I used to bump the Black Album. Reasonable Doubt is still one of my top albums of all time. Like, you can't deny Jay-Z's impact. So for allegations like this in a situation like this, it's just crazy to look at. But what do you guys think? Is this the beginning of the end for Jay-Z? Is this a part of what Cat Williams has warned us about? Is Diddy the first domino to fall, and we're going to see a lot of other dominoes fall after that? I mean, remember, there's two people mentioned in this that are named, but there's a third person who witnessed and watched this, another high-level celebrity that she recognized. And Tony has hinted that there is more to come. So we will see the fallout from all of this. But anyways, I love you guys. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously do me a favor, support the channel directly, subscribe, notifications on, really does go a long way. Also, don't forget to copy your merch, knoxhillmusic.com, rep the brand, get it out this holiday season. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive, take care of your hearts, take care of your mentals. I love you. I'll catch you again.